welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a genuinely fascinating journey. We're going to explore exactly how the raw, unfiltered fuel of your mind transforms into structured ideas, compelling stories, and ultimately, modern digital success. Whether you're an aspiring designer, a business leader, or honestly, just someone trying to solve daily problems a bit more effectively, understanding this creative pipeline is an absolute game changer.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll be hitting 5 main stops. 1. The internal spark. 2. Structuring ideas. 3. The expression. 4. Visual storytelling. And 5. Digital amplification. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The internal spark. We're starting right at the source, the biological and psychological engine behind your personal well-being and professional growth. I'm talking about imagination. It's your ability to form mental images and ideas entirely beyond immediate reality. It's that voice in your head constantly exploring the what-if scenarios. And here's why this matters so much. When you're trying to learn a complex topic, imagination is what connects the concepts. It makes abstract, heavy theories actually easy to grasp. In science, it's exactly how we build hypotheses. In art, it's the ultimate fuel for originality. It even boosts your memory and retention. Seriously, without imagination, you couldn't even visualize a better future for your own career. It provides the essential raw material for absolutely everything that follows.
Now, if imagination is your raw material, creativity is the manufacturing process. It's your ability to generate new ideas, solutions, or expressions by thinking way beyond conventional patterns. And, creativity isn't just for painters or musicians. It's exactly what gives you adaptability when situations change unexpectedly. In your daily life, it enriches your emotional well-being and helps you solve everyday problems in totally unique ways. And professionally, it's a powerhouse. It drives innovation, boosts collaboration by blending diverse perspectives, and nurtures your emotional intelligence. By encouraging that curiosity and experimentation, creativity builds the resilience and leadership you need to truly thrive in a fast-changing world. It literally gives you a massive competitive edge.
To put it simply, and this quote really hits the nail on the head, without imagination, progress and innovation would be limited. It's so true. Without these internal skills, broad cultural evolution and, your own personal progress would completely stagnate. You absolutely need that internal spark to push boundaries.
All right, moving right along to Section 2, Structuring Ideas and Innovation.
Now, you might be thinking, creativity is just spontaneous chaos. Actually, scratch that. True creativity requires a ton of structure to actually be effective. There is a huge, sharp contrast between originality and innovation. Originality is awesome. It means producing something completely unique and fresh. But an original idea alone doesn't really change the world if it just stays locked inside your head, right? Innovation is the vehicle that makes it practically useful. It's when you take that unique thought and apply it to create a real practical solution. You need originality to spark the fire, for sure, but you absolutely need innovation to keep the house warm.
So how do we actually reach that innovation? We use structured techniques, like brainstorming and mind mapping. Step 1, you just brainstorm. Generate spontaneous thoughts with zero judgment. Just let your imagination run totally wild. Step 2, you branch out visually from a central theme, using a mind map. Suddenly, what felt like a messy cloud of thoughts reveals actual structure. Step 3, you identify patterns and connect those concepts. You literally turn that creative chaos into a highly organized, actionable map for problem solving.
Which brings us to Section 3, the expression.
Okay, so now you have a structured, innovative idea. How do you communicate it to the world? Well, think about how you consume information every single day. We primarily rely on 4 media forms. Visual media captures your attention super fast and triggers immediate emotion. Audio sneaks right in to build atmosphere and mood. Just think about how an epic movie soundtrack makes you feel. Textual media provides unparalleled detail and clarity. And interactive media? That takes a passive audience and completely turns them into active participants. Combining these 4 forms is exactly how you create an incredibly rich, unforgettable communication experience.
It's actually really fascinating to contrast the types of storytelling we use with those media forms. You have linear storytelling, like a classic novel or a traditional film, where things move in a straight sequence from beginning to end. The creator has total control. Then you have interactive storytelling, like in video games, which hands choices directly over to the audience. Choosing between these formats completely changes how your audience engages with your message.
But listen, no matter what format you choose, you absolutely must have these core narrative principles.
You need a plot to maintain interest and keep things moving. You need characters to build an emotional connection. You definitely need conflict to drive action and curiosity. Because honestly, without a problem, there is no story. And finally, a resolution to provide satisfying closure. Without these pillars, your creative expression is just going to feel disorganized and confusing to anyone watching or reading.
Let's jump into Section 4, Visual Storytelling and Design.
Let's explore the specific design tools that make visual messages so memorable. There are 4 fundamental principles here. Balance ensures your design doesn't feel lopsided or unstable. It gives it equal visual weight. Contrast highlights differences. It tells the viewer exactly what's most important, usually through color or size. Rhythm creates a smooth visual flow, guiding the viewer's eye exactly where you want it to go. And unity ensures all these elements tie together into one coherent message. Striking a harmony between these 4 rules prevents visual tension and just makes your project feel totally put together.
Now, one of the most powerful tools in your design arsenal is color psychology. Get this. Humans make a subconscious judgment about a product in about 90 seconds, and up to 90% of that assessment is based on color alone. That is wild. Designers strategically trigger specific emotional responses just by picking a color. Red triggers passion, energy, and urgency, which is why fast food chains love it. Blue communicates trust, stability, and calmness. Hello, banks and hospitals. Green brings in nature and harmony, while yellow radiates energy and optimism. Colors literally shape consumer perceptions before they've even read a single word of your text.
Combine those psychological colors with mood boards and typography, and you've got a total powerhouse. Mood boards are brilliant for aligning your entire creative team visually before anyone even starts building. And typography? The actual fonts you choose give your design a literal voice. An elegant, cursive font whispers, while a bold, blocky font shouts with authority. Mixing these elements perfectly is how you build a rock-solid brand identity, kind of like the iconic campaigns we see from giants like Apple or Nike.
And finally, Section 5, Digital Age Creative Tools. So how do we take all this foundational creativity and drive it down the modern digital highway? Well, social media has completely democratized the process. You don't need a massive Hollywood studio anymore. Memes let you communicate complex cultural references and humor with just a single image. Reels challenge you to master quick, punchy storytelling and jump on trends in literal seconds. And vlogs allow for authentic, long-form personal narratives. These formats let anyone, including you, capture attention rapidly and build vibrant global communities.
And here's the crucial point about those communities. User-generated content, or UGC, is pure gold. We're talking about customer reviews, unboxing videos, fan art, and community posts. When your audience creates their own content around your idea, the authenticity and trust in your brand absolutely skyrockets. Think about it. People trust the real, unpolished experiences of other users way more than they trust an expensive corporate ad. UGC turns passive audiences into highly invested contributors.
Let's bring this back to you and your own career for a second. In today's digital landscape, presenting your creative skills through a well-curated portfolio and consistent personal branding is totally non-negotiable. Platforms like LinkedIn, Behance, or Instagram are where you showcase your technical skills and maintain a consistent voice. It's exactly how you prove your uniqueness and attract amazing opportunities from potential employers or clients.
And the best part? Creating all of this is literally easier than ever before. Modern tools are totally changing the game. You've got Canva for simplified design, CapCut for incredibly easy video editing, AI text-to-image for generating quick visuals, and automations that handle tedious stuff like captioning or background removal. These tools remove the old technical barriers and save you massive amounts of time, letting you focus entirely on your creative storytelling.
But I want to leave you with this provocative thought to ponder. Yes, digital tools make creation easier than at any point in history. They are accessible to everyone. But if you rely entirely on AI and the exact same templates everyone else is using, is your voice truly original? How do you stand out in a sea of automated content? The answer goes all the way back to the very beginning. It's your internal spark. It's your unique imagination and your structured creative problem solving that will truly set you apart. So keep innovating and keep creating.